Hello, Internet, and welcome to the DAGA Download. I'm Allison Freed. Welcome back for episode 3, and happy Friday. We thought it might be helpful to remind everyone what day it is because I'm starting to lose all concept of time. I rarely know what day we're on, and then I went on Twitter and Thanks Obama was trending, and now I'm not even sure I know what year it is. We start off the week in New York, where AG Tish James is helping you do one of the worst things you'll ever have to do, pandemic or not. Cancel your overpriced gym membership. At least this time, when they call and condescendingly ask why you want to cancel, and you say it's because you haven't bid in months, that's a pretty valid excuse. Many AGs are issuing warnings about scams related to the federal stimulus check. AG Weiser in Colorado created a guide of what to look out for, and AG Frosch in Maryland is recommending you hang up on anyone who calls asking for personal information.
If you get somebody on the line who claims they're from the government and they need to know X or Y, you can say, thank you very much. I'll check it out myself. You can hang up on them and then call back yourself. Look for the real number.
Other things you could do if a scammer calls include saying, only if you tell me yours first, stranger danger, I live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, or just start singing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. But it's probably easiest if you just hang up. In Washington, AG Bob Ferguson is working hard, just like many other AGs, to combat the issue of price gouging. But his office came up with a pretty catchy motto of what to do if you spot it.
AG Bob Ferguson launched See It, Snap It, Send It. Here's a look at the graphic. Ferguson is encouraging anyone who sees price gouging to snap a photo or take a screenshot and then include the image with the complaint they file at the Attorney General's website.
See it, snap it, send it. Did I just come up with a new TikTok dance? AG Ferguson also took to Twitter to comment on Trump's claim of unchecked authority, and managed to sneak in a reminder of his record against the Trump administration. TLDR, scoreboard! In Minnesota, AG Keith Ellison was one of the first to take steps to protect people from evictions during this emergency. He issued a strong warning to landlords on Twitter.
I will look for you. I will find you.
To clarify, in most states, people are protected from evictions and foreclosures. But your dog can still evict you from their spot on the couch. That is unfortunately still allowed. In Connecticut, AG William Tong and his office are still hard at work protecting consumers despite the pandemic. In a new video, he announced how he's holding companies accountable and protecting Connecticut families and communities.
In the middle of this public health emergency, the work of the Attorney General's office continues. We're not stopping, particularly with respect to our work in consumer protection. Every day, this office works to hold our utilities, energy companies, and public service companies accountable and to make sure that they're serving the people of our state well.
When AG Tong isn't laying down the law, he's laying down the batter in the kitchen. In his series, Tong Tastings, he whipped up quite the brunch spread for his family. We go now to our chief waffles correspondent, Waffles the dog, to get his professional verdict on those breakfast treats. 14 out of 10 would swipe off the counter when you're not looking. Due to the coronavirus, the deadlines for completing the census have been delayed. AG Carl Racine took a moment to remind everyone they still have time to go fill it out.
The second reason why I'm speaking with you today is to urge you to complete your census form. I just completed mine online, and it took all but about 8 minutes. If you don't want to do it online, you can complete the form by hand and put it in the self-addressed stamped envelope.
8 minutes? Not bad. But in Michigan, AG Nessel said she did it in 5 minutes, all while fending off a tough feline defense. I smell a rivalry brewing. But without official documentation, will AG Nessel's time count? Was the Nessel family in cahoots with AG Racine to get her disqualified? Find out next week on American Census Warrior, Quarantine Edition. Please let me have this.
This is the closest thing to sports.
You get to halfway now.
That's it for this week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and may your toilet paper supply be plentiful. See you next week. Price gouging. See it, better snap it. Make sure that it doesn't happen. Send those scammers a packet. What's happening? Price gouging.
Have at it, Internet.